The Rizzo Show starts now.
The Hard Rock Rocksino Northfield Park presents The Rizzo Show. And now your host, Tony Rizzo, with co-host Mike Polk Jr.
We're here. I can't take it, Michael. I can't take any more. Folks, unbelievable. Even for the Browns. Would you admit, even for the Browns, it's unbelievable? Well, why are you now? What is wrong with you? Folks, Michael is not even upset tonight. What's wrong? You're dead.
I'm dead inside. I'm telling you, how are you still surprised at this point?
Michael,
I know
you could be 6-1.
You know what they did?
You could be, if you had a coach, folks, you'd be 6-1. Folks, let me tell you what this comes down to. I'll tell you right now. It's just one bad decision, and the Hasms are going to have to live with. All of us are living with it. You bring back a coach, it's 1-31. This is what you got. The Browns are 2-4-1. They should be 6-1.
I agree.
I'm sorry, that's where we're at.
I agree, and I think that the worst problem here is the effect that it's having on this young team. It's one thing, we're used to losing. Like, you came in, we were upset and everything, but I've got this. Think about these young kids like Baker and Ward, these great careers that you could be ruining. And I'll say this, this is the kind of mentality. You see that mentality sneaking in that's been there for the Browns for the last 2 or 3 years, longer than that. And I hate seeing that happening. You saw it in the second half of last week's game, and this week was just, imagine being how just debilitating that must be psychologically for this young team.
First of all, Guy is lining up for a 59-yard field goal. He's already missed one field goal and an extra point for overtime, okay? I'm like, there's no way this guy's going to miss this, make this kick. There's no way. How in the world did he make this? Look at Baker Mayfield, folks. Baker Mayfield, look at this. Twitter broke when he did that.
Yeah.
If you could only know how many people retweeted that look as the Browns go down.
I really think it was that play. Like you said, he shouldn't hit that. He already missed one that was way closer. They had drawn up a play, and they put it all down there. Already missed one, 59 yards. And then over here it just said, but it's the Browns. And he's like, they just drew a line there. He's like, we can do it. And then they hit it.
Well, you know what? All right. Here is the head coach of the Browns, Hugh Jackson.
Trust me when I say I'm not trying to create any issue here. But I think if the offense is not playing well, and we haven't over a period of time, being a head coach and an offensive guy who's done this, I think I have every right as a head coach to jump in here and see if I can help and assist and get this thing to where I think it needs to be, because we need to be better on offense. And if that's my specialty, then I need to be involved more, and I will be.
That is classic.
Does that make you feel better?
That is classic.
He's the guy that threw a flea flicker from his own end zone. Folks, let me explain to you what's happening here, and I do have a little good news for you. I am told that it's over. Hugh is a dead man walking. Unless the Browns reel off 6-7 wins in a row, you could bet you're going to have a new head coach next year. The problem is you should have had a new head coach this year. And this isn't personal with Hugh Jackson. This is business. And you know what Hugh Jackson is? What do we figure it out? Wait, 3-35-1. Who on earth has a job after a record like that in professional sport? People are paying money to watch this.
And what you saw there was Hugh Jackson. I'll tell you why he has that job, because of what you just saw right there, because that is the thing that Hugh Jackson is the best at, subtly passing the blame off to himself, trying to make himself look better and ingratiate himself to the owners. That's why he's still here. It's the only thing he's been good at since he arrived, and he did it again today.
Did it work?
No, I hope not. Eventually, I didn't think it would work last year. I was shocked when they brought him back.
The party's over, folks. The party is over. All right, back to the field. What did you think of Baker Mayfield today, Michael? He finished 23, 34, 215, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He was plagued by some drops again.
Yep.
But for the most part, he did what he did in that Jets game. He rallied the Browns in the fourth quarter.
He did. He didn't quit. A lot of times when he thought he was down, he found a way out of trouble, and he looked like a young, good quarterback on a very young team that is not coached very well.
After the game, he went off on the officials for this right here. He gets hit helmet to helmet. He gets up. Baker, you don't want to get a taunting penalty. He got hit helmet to helmet.
Yep.
They didn't call the penalty, and he said, he goes, Aaron Rodgers would get that call. I agree with him.
If the Browns social media team had any sense of humor or any, what they would do is take all the letters that the refs send them after the game was over, and they say, we blew this one, make a nice collage out of it and post it up with like hearts around it and stuff.
Michael, it's the same thing every week. Penalties, poor coaching decisions,
poor refereeing,
bad play calling. Folks, what was Todd Haley doing with Baker 6 feet, 190 pounds, trying to sneak it at the 1 yard line. You got a 225-pound back who's going, feed me the ball right behind you. It's a mess right now. The problem is, it's not like the Browns are 0-8 and they stink and they're losing by 30. You should be, I would say, 5-2 at the worst.
And I'll say
5-2.
I'm going to say I'll say be realistic and say 4-3, because realistically, you're right. The only game they weren't in was the Chargers game. That was the only game that they weren't actually in. But even as a young team, say they lose a couple of those, 4-3 is not that is not too much to ask for.
Oh, speaking of offense, the Browns' new starting running back, Nick Chubb, looked pretty good today. I was surprised the Browns traded Carlos Hyde, but I think there's more to that story, and I think it's going to come out this week. You know, the Browns haven't commented on that.
Yeah.
They made the trade, put out a press release, and that was it. They're going to have to talk about it tomorrow. They wouldn't talk about it today after the game. Chubb had 80 yards and a touchdown. Did you miss Carlos Hyde?
Not particularly, but I didn't like the move either, personally. I just think that that was our one luxury, is that we had depth at one position on the team. We're a very young team, and you got to win games this year. I know we're thinking towards the future, but the mentality of this team is so important. I mean, here's the difference. If you're a Patriot and you're a young player and that ball's about to hit your hands, you're like, I'm a Patriot, I catch this. If you're a Brown and that ball's about to hit it, you'll say, I'm a Brown, I drop this. And we got to get that out of our head, and the only way you're going to do that is winning, and I don't know how you do that by trading away your only position of depth. That's how I feel.
All right, time for the Rizzi Recap, Michael. Well, as always, we start with the takeaways. The Browns had 4 takeaways and converted it into only 7 points. That's pretty unbelievable.
Right.
The offense today in the first half was horrific. How about this? 14 more penalties today. Michael, we've played 7 games, and the Browns have 58 penalties. Now, I'm just a public school kid, but that's about 8 or 9 penalties a game. You can't win like that.
It's awful. And given 8 of them probably, or 9 of them, are on behalf of the refs, just tossing them at us randomly.
14 penalties, and then the Hugh Jackson thing.
Yeah,
he's 3. You're going to have to make a change again. You know what we're doing right now is we're just waiting. We're biding our time until the Browns find their coach of the future. I don't think this guy's the answer. We'll see how long. Got the bye week coming up. Maybe they make a change there, or they may just let him finish out the season. I know this. Remember, Dorsey came in last year early to get a look at the team, to see what he needed. I'm sure he's already got plans in motion to find out who the next coach is next year.
One more quick shout out. I think that as bad as this team is, imagine how bad we'd be without Myles Garrett. That guy's the engine of this team right now. He's the engine of that defense. A lot of those turnovers are because of the pressure he's putting on people, and I don't know where we would be without that guy. So please stay healthy.
Defense played well enough to win today.
They did. They deserved it.
Well, October 30th marks the NFL trade deadline, and Mike, we've got a player on the team who could probably fetch us a late round draft pick. Do you think the Browns should trade Tyrod Taylor?
I do, actually, if they can get a decent offer for him. I mean, they have obviously made the commitment to Baker, and we're obviously not going anywhere this year, so why not? I mean, in that case, I would probably make a trade.
I think they were keeping him to see if they could stay in the playoff hunt for a while. And God forbid something happens to Baker, you would have more than a capable backup.
Right.
But at 2-4-1, you got to ask yourself, well, it's not over. The season isn't over. And what's killer is the Browns are close.
They're always close.
They're so close in so many areas. It's so hard. By the way, Tyrod, in the final year of a 2-year contract, worth $30 million. That is a very tradable contract.
What do you think you get for him? What best case scenario?
4th round pick. We gave up a 3rd for him. I think a 4th round pick. The Browns look to get back in the win column next week against the Squealers, who had a bye today. Pittsburgh bye. Maybe the Browns can have another overtime.
I'm calling a win. I'm calling a win against Pittsburgh.
Oh, I like that.
I mean,
that's my man.
I don't trust Pittsburgh.
Why?
They're a paper dragon. I watched every game except for they didn't play.
Paper dragon.
They are, and I think I don't think they're the same Pittsburgh.
You heard
anymore.
it right here, folks.
I'm telling you.
You heard it here first.
And we got nothing to lose right now.
Coming up, a message from the mayor as the Cavs are looking for you.
There he is, looking good.
At the Q, that's a new win.
Yeah, I think it is.
All right, I'm a little better.
What I like is
you told me the Steelers are going to beat the Steelers.
So I love that for the 2 minutes we're a commercial break, we just keep yelling.
All we did
and
was
we're both furious the whole time until we come back. We're like, again!
Welcome back to the Rizzo Show. Time to take a quick look around the league and check out some former Browns. How about this? Cody Kessler.
Who's that?
Got in the game today for Blake Bortles with the Jags, who got benched. Kessler actually didn't play that poorly. Did throw a pick, threw a touchdown as well. Jacksonville lost their third game in a row. I got to tell you, Blake Bortles, it's not good when you get benched for Cody Kessler. Speaking of quarterbacks, how about the ending in Chicago? Folks,
cool.
Watch this from the arm of former Mentor Cardinal Mitch Trubisky. This is a Hail Mary at the end of the game. Caught, but no!
Oh.
The Patriots D holds at the 1 yard line as the clock expired. Watch it again. Mitchell throws the ball 70 yards in the air. The Bears couldn't come up with the win, but they played very well against New England.
What a great, that's like a Browns way to lose. They stole that from us. I thought we had that patented. Can we sue someone?
You're making me nervous again. Mike, if you think being a security guard at an NFL game is easy, check this out. I think you're going to change your mind. Kenny Stills of the Dolphins grabs a touchdown pass, but clobbers some poor woman who's a security guard here. Oh, my.
That's not great. She was just doing her job.
She hurt her shoulder and received medical attention.
Why are we showing it 19 times?
Let's hope she's okay. I think some of those people are way too close. You know, I used to work on the sidelines. You can get killed down there.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding you.
They do have them way too close. You're right.
I hope she's okay. Well, from bad to worse, pros to college. By the way, I hate football this weekend.
Yeah, football's bad.
All right? Hello, Columbus. We've got a problem. The Buckeye defense blows. Buckeye quarterback Dwayne Haskins threw 73 times last night as the Buckeyes got pounded by unranked Purdue.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on
Doesn't it seem like they have one of those games a year, though? It's unfortunate, but it seems like this happens at least once a year. And I don't know
right. Last year was Iowa.
Yeah.
The Buckeyes don't have a run game. And they do have a run game. They just don't want to call running plays.
Why is that? What are they running?
I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
All I know is ever since Herb wasn't there in the beginning, it's a big mess. Folks, the Buckeyes don't belong in the playoffs. So I already hear people going, well, if they win out, they're going to make it. Please, don't win out and don't make it, because that defense can't stop anybody. What do you think Alabama would have done to Purdue last night?
Right. What do you think happens? Urban Meyer's safe? He's safe? Everything's safe?
Yeah, he's probably safe. He bought himself time, but that was frustrating. Yeah. What a miserable football weekend. Are you thirsty?
Boy, am I.
Talk about a beer run. This guy stole 5 cases of beer from a convenience store in Arlington, Texas.
Just trying to get ahead.
Good thing they didn't have the Bud Light fridges. I mean, look at how big that dude is.
Ambitious thief.
He could have walked away with one of those. He stole 5.
Have you ever tried to carry 5 cases of beer?
Look how big he is. I wouldn't try and stop him.
No, that's insane.
Just call
I would never stop him. But still, that's
Did you ever
very
steal
impressive.
a beer?
Oh, gosh, yeah. I'll lean over that bar back in the college days.
What are they?
Don't you look the other way, bartender. Hello. Hey, that was a long time ago.
It was Kent State, folks,
It was.
for the
Nobody
record.
cared.
We never did that at Ohio University. Coming up, the Cavs are back at the Q. How about our game tonight, right? Woo! We've got a message from the mayor. Stay with us. Boy, what a night.
Yep.
What a weekend.
Sure has
Did
been.
the Indians win? Oh, no, that's... Welcome back to the Rizzo Show. Time to talk about your Cleveland Cavaliers. Folks, Cavs are having a tough time. They tipped off tonight with the Hawks, the home opener. Not the start we are looking for, Michael.
No, not thus far.
Are you ready to throw in the towel after 3 games?
Of course not. These are my Cavaliers. We got to get behind them. And plus, we got to watch this for like 9 more months, so we might as well get used to it, everybody. The thing is, though, there are some concerns about people not coming downtown to games anymore.
Because LeBron's gone.
Right, and that's a big deal. It's important for the city. And from what I understand, the mayor himself is addressing this with a personal message to Cleveland, and it was kind of you to offer him the time. Take a look. The following is an important message from Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson. Good evening, Cleveland citizens. In case you don't follow local politics, my name is Frank Jackson, and I have been the mayor of Cleveland since about season 2 of Seinfeld. Under my steady leadership, Cleveland was recently named the 17th most miserable city in America, which might not sound very impressive, but last year we were number 16. So I'm taking a victory lap. Eat our dust, Camden, New Jersey. Of course, I cannot take all of the credit. A big part of downtown's rejuvenation was based on LeBron James playing basketball here. I don't know if you people remember what downtown looked like before LeBron came, but it was pretty much like that movie I Am Legend. But now that LeBron James has left us again, because we bummed him out just by being ourselves, I'm concerned that because of that, people might stop coming downtown to watch Cavs games, which for the city would be a financial catastrophe. So yes, there might be a bit of a talent drop-off on the Cavs now that LeBron left. But there's still plenty of reasons to come downtown and check out a game, such as great seats now available. Remember how hard it was to get good tickets when LeBron James was here? Well, I can pretty much assure you that that is no longer going to be a problem. In fact, by mid-December, you'll probably be able to go down and sit on the bench and nobody will even hassle you. New faces. With LeBron gone, this will be a great opportunity for some of the other lesser-known Cavaliers to really shine, including exciting new players like Sam Dekker, David Nwaba, Anders Zidek, and Kyle Korver. Wait, we still have Kyle Korver? Why? That's fine, I like him. It's just, I feel like he should not be here anymore now. Couldn't he be helping a real team? And finally, halftime entertainment. Look, even if the team itself is not very good, the halftime entertainment provided by the Cavaliers organization is second to none. This year, you can expect multiple appearances by such halftime luminaries as Rubber Boy, Red Panda, the unicycle lady who throws bowls on her head, and either Biz Markie or Tone Loc. I don't remember which one. It's one of them, though. Which one did Funky Cold Medina? Okay, it's not that one. Look, the bottom line here, people, is that this team is probably not a favorite to return to the NBA Finals this year. But we still need you to come downtown and spend some money, because otherwise we are putting a lot of pressure on the Christmas Story house to keep this city out of bankruptcy. And do you know what Cleveland will become at that point? Camden, New Jersey. Boom! 2 Camden burns in one thing. So do your part by supporting your city's crappy but scrappy basketball team. Hey, we got Channing Frye back, so that's something. Go Cavs.
You got what I need. I like Biz Markie.
Who doesn't love the Biz?
I swear Tone Loc played at the halftime of a Cavs game. It might have been a couple of years ago.
Biz Markie should pretend to be Tone Loc and do his songs, and then Tone Loc should be Biz Markie. So no one would know.
It'll all work out for the Cavs down the road. Let's hang in there. Speaking of some excitement, Michael, punches thrown last night in Los Angeles. Lakers' Brandon Ingram has been suspended 4 games without pay. Rajon Rondo 3. The Rockets' Chris Paul's been suspended 2 without pay. LeBron, now apparently somebody said somebody spit at somebody there.
Yeah.
I don't know. LeBron said he didn't see anything.
Well, it was supposed to, and it was, who was it supposed to be that spit? It was Rondo. It was Rondo, and which is believable, but I saw it. I didn't see any spit, and I did see the fight. But what I did love about that was, yeah, LeBron, have fun with those little juvenile delinquents in Los Angeles. You know, you wouldn't see that stuff out of Kevin Love. That's what I'm telling you. Even JR, that was like our craziest person. He was chill. You know what I mean? He wasn't fighting and
They're
stuff.
not off to the start that they're looking for either.
No, and I don't want LeBron to suffer, but I do want that team to lose.
Well, a great place to watch sports or boxing is our favorite place, the Hard Rock Rocksino. Let's see what's happening there this week.
Win up to $25,000 cash or a luxurious trip to the Caribbean in Hard Rock Rocksino Northfield Park's $300,000 trips and treats giveaway every Saturday in October. Unwrap your Mally's chocolate bar to reveal one of 10,000 winning golden tickets. All Rockstar Rewards members receive free Mally's chocolate bars. Try the amazing new smokehouse menu at Hard Rock Cafe featuring all your favorite barbecue entrees, smoked for hours in our very own smokers. Laugh with a weekend full of comedy at the Rocksino. First, catch the hilarious antics of Jay Stevens Friday, November 2nd and Saturday the 3rd in Club Velvet. Then actor and comedian Nick Swartzen takes the Hard Rock live stage Saturday, November 3rd. Find your rhythm at the Hard Rock Rocksino Northfield Park. Proud entertainment partner of the Cleveland Indians.
They're yelling at me in my ear again, Michael.
Oh, no.
Here we come. Here we come. Kate, we know. We're out.
We know,
we're
Kate.
here.
Everything's fine.
Mike, we're on.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Don't forget to stay tuned for Game Day Prime, followed by our good friends Big Chuck and Little John, right here on Fox 8.
Yeah.
Well, the Browns travel to Pittsburgh next week. My partner has already guaranteed victory.
I'm guaranteed.
So I'm not going to worry about
Nothing
it
to
anymore.
sweat. Don't even worry about it.
Should we still watch?
No, definitely watch. It's going to be fun. Who doesn't want to watch a win in Pittsburgh?
Do you have a final score for me?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going that far. But it will be awkward.
Plug your Tuesdays, please.
Please come to us. Check us out. We do a variety show on Tuesdays at Pickwick and Frolic every single week, and it's a good time.
All right, wait and see what happens this week. I think it's going to be very interesting in Berea, Ohio.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right, I like to hear
Not
that.
promising anything like a win.
No.
Well, it would be a win if, well,
I'm
never.
guaranteeing.
Folks, thank you for tuning in very much. We love you. Good to be alive. Good night, everybody.
Good.